Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining. How's everyone doing? I am just making sure I'm live in the feed. If you pop on, say hello. Let me know you're there. And if you're new to my group, let us know. Say hello, let us know where you're from so we can welcome you. Okay, there I am. I want to thank you for joining me tonight. My name's Kelly Wentworth. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Kennebunk, Maine. And today is the last Tuesday of the month, and that means it's Mystery Stamping Night. So hopefully you have prepared your stash for your to create your card. I hope. I can't wait to see what you make. I love mystery stamping. I love to see what everybody creates. And once I post this video on my VIP group, then I want everybody to go ahead and post their card over there so we can see what you make. Hey Cynthia, how are you? Hi, Jody. How are you, Jody? Hope you're well. You doing good, Cynthia? It turned out to be a hot one here today, upper 80s again. All right, I'm just getting a few things ready here. Hey Karen, how are you? Hope you're well. Okay. Cannot complain. Well, isn't that the truth, Cynthia? All right, looks good there. Thank you for sharing. Okay, everything looks good. You guys see me okay? More light tonight. I fixed my loose wire. And it's so funny, it's like 30 minutes, like not even that, before I was ready to go live, I thought of it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta look at that wire. Oh, the pen DSP, that's beautiful. That'll make a beautiful card. Okay, so I'm going to just get started here. We're going to do just a couple of brief announcements first. Let me move those. So if you can believe it, today is the last day of August, which means we are through 1 month of 2 for the celebration already. I cannot believe how fast August went by. It went so fast. And so celebration is for the month of August and September. So it's not too late if you want to become a discount shopper. The best deal in the catalog is always the starter kit, but during celebration it's even better. So for $99 you get to pick $125 worth of product, your choice, and so get anything that you want. So right there, that's $26 in free product. You get to get a free paper pumpkin kit. You're going to get access to new products first and catalogs as well. You're going to get 20% discount on all future orders immediately following signing up. You're going to get free shipping on all of this. Plus you get a business package that has your forms and catalogs and all that stuff. But again, you can just share your catalogs with your friends. You don't have to sell the product if you don't want to. You don't have to do live videos. And you get all of that for $99. So sometimes people will send me an order and they'll be like, $59 or $76 or something. I'll be like, for $99 you get all this extra. Well, during celebration, in addition to all of this and free shipping on everything, you're also going to get to choose one of these bundles that's in the new mini catalog. There are 9 different bundles to choose from, and I've used a couple of them already. They're all wonderful products, so there are no clunkers in the group. And so the values of these are up to over $60. Close to $70. So you pick the extra bonus bundle that you want in addition to everything else. So it's a really good deal. If you want to just get a discount on your products, that's really the best way to go. And you have until the end of the year to make that decision. If you don't want to place an order after that, you don't have to. But that is the deal on being a discount shopper. So it's the best deal in the catalog. And last week we had a giveaway for sharing my video. And if you recall, I went in my stash and pulled out 3 cards and envelopes. And the winner of that drawing is Karen. Congratulations, Karen. Hey, where's Ann tonight? I don't think I saw her pop on. Maybe she did. So, Karen, I'll get this to you. I'll drop it off in your mailbox. So watch for that. I thought Lisa was coming tonight too. Okay, so we're going to get started. Yay! Congratulations! Karen, have you heard from Ann? Is she coming? Is she stamping tonight? Do you know? So for those of you who are new to mystery stamping, I post a clue number 1 on Sunday, 2 days prior, and that gives you time to gather your supplies. You use your own stamps, your own ink, your own paper, you use all your own stash, and then during class night tonight I will give you clues and you will create your card from that card recipe. And I'll do clue after clue and you'll put your card together. What's fun about this class is everyone has the same card recipe, but you're all using your own supplies, so your cards typically are different. We've had a couple that have been similar, which has been kind of cool. So, oh, sympathy. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, Jody. So that's what's fun about this. There's no right or wrong with it, you know. And the other fun part about mystery stamping is interpretation of clues. One person may interpret a clue one way, and one person may interpret it another way. It really doesn't matter. You can do it any way you want. It's your card, and if you don't like it when it's done, you'll have the card recipe. You can make many, many more. So that's what's fun about all of this, and it's really nice to see who makes what, and what your cards look like. So okay, so here's clue number 1. I posted the clues here. Whoops, hang on. And we are going to get started. So clue number 2, you are to add your 3 by 5.5 DSP with adhesive towards the left side of the card base. Leave about 1/4 inch on the left side. Add your 3 by 5.5 DSP with adhesive towards the left side of the card base and leave about 1/4 inch on the left side. When you're done, type done 2. Jody, sorry I didn't get back to you last night. We'll chat. I'll catch up with you. Oh, and tonight, before I forget, the drawing for tonight is this Rococo Rose bolt of ribbon. Look how pretty that is. How many of you love the Rococo Rose, one of our past in colors? Brand new. It's so pretty. See it up close? So this is going to be the drawing for next week. You have that? Do you like? Isn't it beautiful? Take care, Jody. Yeah, that ribbon is gorgeous. And I believe I still have some open. I'm looking up on my high rise here. I think it is so pretty. Okay, let's go on to the next clue. Clue number 3. Add the colored cardstock that measures 2 by 5.5 in the center of the DSP layer with adhesive. Oh, that's right, Karen. You got that whole bundle, didn't you? That's right. Yeah, it's beautiful. It really is. So add the colored cardstock that measures 2 by 5.5 in the center of the DSP layer with adhesive. When you're done, type done 3. I had fun making this card. I can't wait to see what you make. And if there's anyone that new that pops on the group, if you're new to the to this group, just let us know you're there. Say hello so we can welcome you. Okay. Clue number 4. Adhere the different colored cardstock that measures 1 3/4 by 5 1/2 to the previous colored cardstock layer with adhesive. Adhere the different colored cardstock that measures 1 3/4 by 5 1/2 to the previous colored cardstock layer with adhesive. This card with the layers has very narrow borders, just so you know. That's a little bit of a hint. Welcome, Vicki. Where are you from? Vicki, this is a fun class, and if you're new to the group and you didn't see the clue number 1, which I posted on Sunday, which is right here, you can feel free to take a quick picture of that if you want, and you can, oh, you're from Minnesota, welcome. You can take a quick snapshot of this if you want, and maybe, I don't know how close your craft room is, maybe you can kind of go along, but if not, feel free, you know, you can always make it after. A lot of times people in this class will make their first card, but then they'll make 2 or 3 others. So, it is a fun class. I like to see what everybody comes up with. Did you get that, Vicki? I don't know if you want to take a quick snapshot of that or not. I did post it here on my group. Okay. Clue number 5. Stamp on the basic white layer that measures 1 5/8 by 5 1/2 with long images or assortment of smaller images. You'll note that that white cardstock is not very wide. It is a narrow piece. Stamp on the basic white layer that measures 1 5/8 by 5 1/2 with long images or assortment of smaller images. Color images now if they need to be colored. Some may need to be colored, some may not. When you're done, type done 5. Vicki, just so you know, I do Facebook Lives every Tuesday night here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the last Tuesday of the month, which is today, is always a mystery stamping class. It takes you an hour, Karen? Is it because you put a lot of thought into it, or is that typical when you're creating something that for prep? Yeah. I have that problem sometimes. Sometimes I sit down to do something and I just can't. It's like, I don't know, I've got too many thoughts in my head. And then I end up sabotaging myself because I can't make a decision. I'm like, oh my God. So I have to leave my craft room and then come back. Well, you always have to pick your DSP because then you have to pick what color cardstock goes with that. Well, you don't have to, but it's probably a good idea. So stamp on your basic white layer with long images or smaller images and then color them if you need to. Oh, choices. You got that right. When you're done, type done 5. You know, sometimes it's easier just to go with the flow. Go rogue, do what you want. You can always make a second card if you don't like what you pick out. Sometimes I have to just say, I'm just going to go with it and see how it comes out. Oh, practice. Don't we all need to do that? Practice what we preach, right? Go with the flow. Vicky, are you still with us? Maybe she ran to get some supplies. That would be fun. And then at the end of this class, Vicky, I show you what my creation is. So I'll show you what I created using this card recipe. Cynthia, did you say you were done with 5? I couldn't remember if I saw it or not. Okay. How's your card looking? Is it coming together? Clue number 6. Add the stamped basic white layer to the center of the colored cardstock with liquid glue or any adhesive. I say liquid glue only because there's a very thin border needed, so sometimes the liquid glue works best. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room time, but you know, you do it, whatever adhesive you have will work. Hi, Lisa. Well, you know what, Lisa? It's okay that you wasn't able to. A lot of times people will do it after if they miss the class. So this will be on my VIP group, World of Kelly Craft. It's another Facebook group. If you're not a member there, make sure you join over there, and then that's where we're going to show all the cards, is in that other group. So a lot of times people will make 2, 3, 4 more of these cards. You'll have the card recipe. You can make as many as you like. Karen. There's no goofing in mystery stamping. Lisa, where are you from? Oh, that's right. Lyman, you're just down the street from me, girl. I live right off of Route 35, Lisa. I'm about 2.5 miles from the Kennebunk exit. You need practice cutting, Lisa. Do you use a paper trimmer to do your cutting? Karen, can you trim down your paper? Maybe if you trim down that layer a little bit more, just to make it fit. You just want a little bit of an edge showing. There you go. That works too. Wait till you see what I did. I did a little bit of both. I'm going to show you at the end. Emergency surgery. So Lisa and Vicky, if you share my video, just click the share button below and just share it to your feed, and you're in the drawing for this beautiful ribbon that I'll give away next week. It's a new bolt of ribbon. It's called Rococo Rose. It's beautiful. Look at how pretty. And it is 1/2 inch wide, which is perfect. And when you're done, type done 6. I'm sure it's fine, Karen. And you know what? You can always make another one if you don't like it. But there's no mistakes in mystery stamping. Oh, the ribbon is pretty. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it has some shimmer to it. Has a little bit of shimmer to it. I'm trying to see it on the camera there, but oh, there you go. So pretty. Rococo Rose, I was so sad, honestly, when Rococo Rose retired. I absolutely love the in colors. Every time they come out with every new catalog, they come out with 5 new ones, and I always love them, and I use them a lot, and then I hate to see them go. 2 years is not long enough. Sometimes we did a revision of our colors, our color families back, I don't know, it might have been like 4 years ago maybe, and they actually brought back some past ones. So you never know, they may bring it back. Oh, I agree, Karen. Camera, it doesn't show on the camera. Okay, you guys are done with 6. clue number 7. Stamp sentiment on basic white scrap, cut to size with trimmer, snips, or use dies or punches. So you're going to do a sentiment. You can make it any size. It's just, I just said use a white scrap. It can be short and wide. It can be long and thin. Whatever you want. And then just cut it to size using your trimmer or your snips or punches. You just came across this on Facebook, Vicki? Is that what you're saying? So yes, and if you, Vicki or Lisa, if you share the video, just comment shared in, so I know that you shared, because with the settings, I don't always, it doesn't always catch the name, so I want to make sure I don't miss you if you did. Well, aren't you lucky? That's great. Well, we're glad that you got to join us. So, Vicki, I also have a YouTube channel, and you can go out on YouTube and you can search for me there, and then subscribe. But I upload all my videos from all my classes up there, and it's a really great way to see all the videos in one place without having to see all the other posts that I do. So go to YouTube and search me, Kelly Wentworth, right here, and then subscribe. And if you want to click the little bell, you'll be notified when I upload videos there as well. But it's a great way to see them all at a glance, and they're all date ordered. Oh, Lisa, I'm so happy. So I'm not sure if you were here at the beginning, so we're doing Celebration. And what Celebration is, if you're not aware of it, is with every $50 you spend, and let me grab my folder, hang on. So here's our Celebration flyer. This is for August and September, and it's a special time when Stampin' Up! Gives back to our customers. So with every $50 you spend, you get to pick one of these items out of here. And if you look through my videos, you'll see I used this paper 2 weeks ago, and I used, oh my gosh, I also used this deer paper, which goes with this punch bundle in the mini catalog. Yeah, if you need catalogs, if you don't have a demonstrator and you need catalogs, let me know. I can, reach out to me and I can get them out to you. And this is the last day of the August host code, and then next week I'll have a different one. But if you place an order and it's under $150, just use this host code. It helps me bring videos to you. And we can chat after if you have any questions. So glad you guys found me. Isn't that lucky? So just through Facebook. Okay, done 7. I've been chit-chatting here. You guys done with 7? Karen, you're done. Cynthia's done. Okay, perfect. Okay. Clue number 8. Hopefully your card's coming together. Clue number 8. Stamp an image stamp or die cut an image, like Karen's going to do, on basic white scrap. You can punch it out or you can use dies, And if it needs to be colored, color it now. So remember I said in the directions to have stamps for images and sentiments right here. So we're looking for a stamped image. So stamp your stamped image and then cut it out either with dies or you can use a punch or you can use your snips. And if it needs to be colored, you can go ahead and color it now. Well, I'm glad you found me, Lisa. And you're just down the street, so that's even perfect. Karen is also down the street from us. Ooh. So stamp your image, die cut it, or use a punch. And then if it needs to be colored, go ahead and color it. When you're done, oops. And this is our new mini catalog that just launched. Beautiful new products in here. All seasons, all holiday seasons. I used this one. Oh, this was a lot of fun. And it matches the free DSP with a $50 order. There's so much I still need to play with this. Karen, you're done. Okay, we're coming into the home stretch, ladies. Clue number 9. Add your image stamp with dimensionals to the card front. Now you may decide to off-center it from the layers, or you can add directly to the layers. That is your choice. So add your image stamp that you just stamped with dimensionals to the card front. You can put it center or you can off-center it onto the layers, whatever you prefer. And when you're done, you type done 9. Really funny that Ann's not here, Karen. She's usually like the first one here. Maybe she got the wrong night again. So add your image stamp with dimensionals to the card front. You can either center it on your layers or you can off-center it. That's your choice. It's your card. You're both done? Okay, we're done. Go on to the next one. Okay, number 10. If your sentiment layer needs to be matted, you can do that now. This is a personal preference. Otherwise, add it to the card front with dimensionals. Hi Sharon, how are you? Mystery stamping night, Sharon. If you didn't prep, you can always do it at watch the replay. Oh, you've been pet sitting. Doing okay here. Thank you for asking. Sharon, you can always, if you want to make the card and post it on the VIP group, you can always do it anytime. Hey, Melanie. You finally made it home. Was it a long day, girl? Yes, watch the replay. I hope you will make one of these cards using this card recipe for mystery stamping and post it in the VIP group. Okay. Clue number 11. Add any embellishments of your choice now if desired. Oh, you went to Wisconsin? Well, I'm glad you're home safe. Hope you had a good time. Great, Sharon. This is the giveaway for sharing my video. It is a new bolt of Rococo Rose ribbon. Isn't that pretty? If you share, just comment that you shared and hit the share button. Okay. Have we solved the mystery? Hey, Lisa. Oh, you had soccer practice. Oh, yes, please do. And then you can always post the card over on the VIP group. That's fine. I know, school started back up. It's getting to be a busy time again for people. Okay, are you guys ready to see my card? So glad you popped on, Lisa. I was thinking about you, wondering if you were popping on. Okay, here's my card. Now, I ended up doing a little bit of both. I stamped on the white layer, and then I, oops, so I stamped on the white layer, and then I ended up cutting out, I die cut, and let me show you this paper that I used. This paper is stunning. This is the Whimsy and Wonder 12 by 12 specialty paper, and of course, you know, if it's specialty, that means there's foil in it. So let me take it out and show you. So what I did is I cut the dies work from this bundle, this suite of products. I just die cut one of these trees out. Look how pretty that paper is. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, and this paper is stunning. And then that's the back side. And then I used this. Whoops, let me get my card out. So I used this here. And that has foil in it. If it says specialty paper, then it has foil in it. Okay? And then look at this. Oh my gosh. Isn't this beautiful? I'm telling you, you are going to love, and look how bold these colors are. This suite, and let me get the book and I'll show you. There's a whole suite of products. If I can find it. Look at this. So you get the stamp set and the dies, and if you buy them together, then you save 10%. And then you have these beautiful snowflakes. They're iridescent. And then you've got this beautiful ribbon, which I also used, and then the stunning paper. So you can get the whole suite by just ordering that one number, 156276. But this paper is stunning. So you have this one and that, and then there's this one with the presents. Isn't that pretty? And then that's the back side. Holly. And look at the foil. Look at this paper. Isn't this gorgeous? You know, Karen, I used to not like cutting into paper. I learned over the years that was a big mistake. Don't hoard your paper. There's a demonstrator gal that lives over in Australia, and she calls it love it, chop it, and it's the right thing to do. This paper is made to be used. You do not want to hoard this paper. And then look at these ornaments. Look at this paper. Isn't that beautiful? And then the stars on the back. So I like to show the papers because, you know, honestly, and I say this, you guys have heard me say this a lot, we have the best paper, bar none, not just in our country, but I think across the world. I've been you know, a crafter for years and years, and I've bought paper all over, inside the country and outside, and we really do have the best paper. It's just beautiful. So I thought, all right, what am I going to do? I had not played with this suite yet, and so I thought, well, I'm going to get this paper out and I'm going to play with it. Well, I can't wait to play with this sweet. And then, let me just show you what I did here. Hang on. I'm getting... And then if you look up close, do you see the rhinestones? So I used a blend and I just colored it in to kind of match the pink a little bit. And I used Flirty Flamingo and I put one on the top of the tree. This paper is stunning. And then I used, you know, the white, and then I used the beautiful ribbon. Look at that ribbon. Look at that bow, Karen. And the Merry Christmas is from another stamp set, and I'm trying to think of which one it is. Remember if I have it. This is the stamp set that comes with the paper. Whimsical Trees. I can't wait to play with it. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Lisa. So that is my card for tonight. I will get this posted over on my VIP group. For those of you who may be new, I have another group, World of Kelly Craft Facebook page, and that is for all of you to post your cards, ask questions, share inspiration. We all share our stuff with each other. That's over in the other group. We don't share it here because this is my business page. So, and I will post this video over there as well, and then you guys can post your cards when you make them. We love to see what you make. It's okay if you don't do it till later in the week or next week. It doesn't matter. Whenever you get around to it, post your cards. We want to see them. We want to inspire you. And I hope you had fun with the class. I hope you'll join it again at the end of next month. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer questions. And let me see. You tried to make a bow today. Epic fail. I need to go back to last week's video. Yes. Yes. I'll try to make a mental note of that and give you some lessons with each of my classes, Karen. I'm going to be really honest with you. You know what I did? I took a bolt of ribbon. I cut off a piece that was a good sized piece to make a bow, and I sat there and I went, this was a long time ago because I could not make bows, and I would be at classes and I used to have one of my friends make my bows for me, and I'm not kidding. So it's all about practice, and just cut off a piece and just sit there and just make your bow and practice and just keep doing it, undo it, do it, undo it. The more you do it, the easier it gets, I promise. So, thank you for sharing, Vicki. Thank you, ladies. I'm so happy you joined tonight, joined this class. I hope you were inspired, and I hope you'll give it a try. And enjoy the rest of the week, and I will see you all next week. Take care. Bye-bye.